There are two types of electricity, static and current. Current electricity is the flow of electrical charge. To move from one place to another, current electricity needs what is called a complete circuit. The circuit is made up of three things. There must be a source of electrons, something to use the electrons, and a path for the electrons to travel along to go to the device and back to the source. Here is a simple circuit that is made up of a battery, some wire, and a light bulb. When the path for the electrons to travel along is complete, then the bulb will light. This is called a closed circuit. There are no breaks or gaps in the circuit. When there is a break in the circuit, it is called an open circuit. The path isn't complete, and the electrons can't flow. For the circuit to work, there must be wires that will conduct electricity as part of the path. Conductors are substances that allow electricity to flow through them easily. You can make a conductor detector with a battery, light bulb, and some wire. Test some things that you think might conduct electricity. Copper is an excellent conductor, and that's why most wire is made from copper. Zinc is a good conductor, and so are silver and gold. In fact, silver and gold are excellent conductors of electricity, better than copper and zinc. Expensive audio and video equipment often uses gold-plated cables and plugs because gold is such a good conductor. Other things aren't good conductors. They are called insulators, which means they resist or stop the flow of electricity. Wood is an insulator, and so is plastic. Wires have plastic coatings that help keep the current from moving out of the wire. Some insulators are used in electrical devices such as this toaster oven. The wire that turns red and heats the food is resisting the flow of electrons, and as a result, it is heating up. This wire is used to specifically cook the food. You may wonder why zinc, copper, and silver are such good conductors. Let's look at the periodic table of elements to find the answer. Notice that the three metals we are talking about are located here on the table. To see why these metals are good conductors, we need to look at their atomic structure. Let's look at copper first. Copper is element 29, which means it has 29 protons and 29 electrons in each atom. Electrons are found in orbit around the nucleus of an atom. The nucleus is made up of protons and neutrons. The electrons in orbit will fill up orbital shells. These shells are specific distances from the nucleus. Each shell can hold a certain number of electrons. The first shell can hold 2 electrons, and the next shell can hold 8 electrons. That makes 10 electrons so far. The next shell can hold as many as 18 electrons. So the total electrons in the first 3 shells comes to 28, which leaves 1 electron left in the copper atom. That lone electron will be by itself in the 4th electron shell. Because it is all by itself, it is easily bumped out of orbit if another free electron comes nearby and repels it. This repulsion happens because the 2 electrons each have a negative charge. Zinc is a good conductor because it is element number 30. It has 30 electrons and therefore 2 electrons in the 4th shell. These 2 electrons are loosely held. Silver is element 47. It has 47 electrons. 2 in the first shell, 8 in the second shell, 18 in the third shell, 18 in the 4th shell, for a total of 46 electrons. That leaves 1 electron in the 5th shell. Yes, it is a loosely held electron.